Going in your hobbit hole. 2 years ago, we purchased a hurricane-damaged boat with the dream of sailing her around the world. Together with our kids, we've been learning, laughing, and working to make this dream come true. This is the story of our adventures on a sailboat named Spoondrifter.
The hobbit hole, the hobbit hole.
What are we after today?
Well, I gotta measure these hydraulic steering lines.
Maybe we should get a string and stretch it.
I thought about that. 44. But I might be able to do just as good a job with this right here. To a certain point anyway.
Guess you can always add a
72, right? Why are we replacing the hydraulic lines? They're 40-something years or 40 years old in these boats. And if the copper has worn any small spots in it anywhere, and then it's in the bilge, and then we have no steering because we're hydraulic steering. Right there?
Yeah, that's actually about an inch past.
So we'll call it 89 inches. This is not how the bathtub was intended on being used. So this is the system, and I got to pull these off right here. But Tammy pumped the system and it might have pressurized it a little bit, so I don't know if anything's going to leak out of here or not. And if I do, it's probably going to squirt me in the face since I'm right here. Should go get my face shield or something. We really complain and moan about how cramped this engine room is, but man, when two of you can stand up in it, it's like, you know, we should feel real bad, right? Okay. Perfect. So now let's go look and see if we think those will be the same size as the ones on the other end. The big one is these. And
we can't see anything. That's part of the problem.
Looks like
with
that should
boat work.
fit. That should fit too.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna put these in my pocket. I have our measurements. And we should be able to go order some hose.
They said they could do it while we waited.
He said he could have it done in 15 minutes is what he said.
Too bad it's a 2-hour round trip.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour round trip.
Feels good out here.
Weird. Why am I doing this in my nice shorts and my nice shirt? And I'm working with red hydraulic oil, which can stain everything it touches.
I guess you made a poor decision this morning.
Alright, so I pulled them off. Got them kind of together right here. So they can slide out through that little hole down there in the bottom, down here. Alright. How much are they moving?
You're moving.
Now, are they hung up on anything?
Not on this end, but those big things sounded like they just went clunk.
Ah! Man!
Can you come in here?
I can't come in. Just show me. Are they through that?
They're right here, and they're on the other side.
Then I got to go back the other way to even get to them.
Yeah.
Right? Actually, I should be able to cut it right
then
there.
you pull that out that way.
Pull that one out that way, and this one out this way. Right?
This is going to be a bigger mess than we thought. So much for.
Good thing we changed clothes.
Yeah. Board is not very sturdy right there.
The board is not. A lot of these boards have to be redone. They have come loose. Alright, theoretically it'll come out easy now. Yes, it will. Alright, get this one out. Now we can put the ladder back in.
It's been pouring rain all morning. After running errands and gathering things, we're back here at the boat. And since it stopped raining, we think that we're going to put the helm station in today. We need to put that in order to hook up the rest of the hydraulic hose. Todd says it's not too bad in the cockpit once we got that all secured. The camera got really wet. I'm not so sure about going back out there. Did it. So the helm is back on. Not connected yet, but it's back on. I feel like you spend most of your time in a hole with your head in it.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to try to pull these down, which should lift those up a little. I don't know if you can... What do I need to do?
Well, I can't feel them yet.
Can you see them, though?
No, I can't see anything. It's dark.
Here's my flashlight. They should be right on your hole.
They're not, Todd. I've got my hand inside this hole.
Alright. That's probably good for right now. Little holes in the boat.
Climbing around on the floor in this boat right now is so gross. All of the sand and dirt from the boatyard that we've tracked in on our feet that's blown in, and now it's been pouring rain, so we have mud on like water and yuck. It's so disgusting.
Alright, come in. Okay.
I've got a big lump here.
We'll pull it out through the engine room probably.
Alright.
Alright, so it'll be good to get this thing on.
You won't be able to see most of what he's doing in there, so you and I can hang out over here. And we'll just like listen to him.
Listen to me what? Talk to you, talk to yourself. Okay, so let us go above. Come on in, baby. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm working on getting a hold of it.
Come on up.
Okay.
This would be easier with the correct end wrench, but all I got is this guy right now.
Okay, it's starting to rain really hard.
Okay, better head inside. Go. I'll get this.
I think that's good enough. We're not filling it tonight. Let's just do this. This is kind of insane. Should I dry you off too? Is that better?
Yeah. How many viewers got wet on this episode? That's what I want to know. We're going to go dry off and get some food and snuggle for date night.
Right.
You all should have date night too. I give you permission. Do date night. It's awesome.
Yeah. Date night We're coming up on 33 years.
I know, pretty crazy, huh?
Like next week. That's insane. All right, see you later. Another day, another project. We're gonna get this helm station finished and the steering done. All right, woo!
I guess we go fill the reservoir up. So do you see the fluid dropping at all? Yeah, it's already missing. It's already missing from that one. All right, let me go see what's going on up there. Ram moving at all?
No.
Okay, well the steering wheel's spinning. See if there's any air or fluid coming out of those weak holes.
Hey, the ram's moving.
Which way?
The ram is moving to the port, which should be moving the rudder to the starboard.
Which is turning me to starboard, which is the correct direction for how I have the stuff hooked up.
Yay!
So far. So leave Tammy to her work. Come up and do the helm. Okay, I'm gonna walk downstairs and see if anything's happening down there. I hate to come down to a puddle on the floor. That's why 2 people is nice to do this, but she's busy, so. Nothing bleeding out of there. No leaking. Still pretty full on this guy. Still holding pretty steady at 20 pounds. So I'm supposed to turn the wheel like 20 to 40 times to starboard and 20 to 40 times to port to bleed the system out. Let's go turn it a few more times and then we'll turn it the other direction. The other direction is going to eat up a little more fluid because that hose has never been filled because it's always leaked before I got to it. Let's get in there. Okay, I'm going to go do this one more time here. See if we're still okay down here. Sometimes when we start feeling the pressure, that's when it starts leaking, but so far it hasn't. Still good there? Still pretty good there. Looks like I still about the same. I am down to about 15 pounds of pressure though, so I think that I might go ahead and fill this up and pump up some pressure again. Let's go do the other direction. Alright, I gotta climb out of the hole. Not as limber as I once were. But I'm as limber once as I ever were. After that, you're bedridden for like a month. All right. So one more time. So far, it hasn't leaked yet. Isn't that a good sign?
That's a good sign.
So once I tighten these up, I want to see if the wheel pulls around and stops at the 2.5 turns. Is that what it was? Was 2.5 turns each direction?
2.5 or 3.5.
2.5 or 3.5, but so let me tighten these up and we'll see. But so far, everybody, it's not leaking. Yay! I'm happy.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm.
Busy day in the yard. All right, let's see if this works. Keep your fingers crossed. Not stopping! Can't hear you! Before we took this apart, it just turned like 2 or 3 times and then stopped, which is what everybody else says it's supposed to do, but it's not doing that, so who knows.
We have to use the autopilot to do the other half of the bleeding of the hydraulic system, hence pigtails. So it says standby, now it says STLK fail.
Means it's not talking to the C-Talk.
C-Talk fail, yes. Alright, go ahead and turn it the other direction now. Tell me when it stops.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there.
6 kind of right on the money.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably pretty good. Go back the other way again. Make sure that it works the same both ways.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
It's actually like 6 and an 8 both direction.
Okay. So it's pretty close. So we'll see how that goes. We're holding at 30 pounds on the pressure, but I still think that Schrader valve's leaking a little bit. So I think we've got it as far as we can go for right now.
We should have steering when we're in the water.
We should have steering when we're in the water, so. All right. So how many of you use cell phones to communicate over distances when you're doing work? Sometimes that's the only way you can hear each other. All right.
All right, well, we have steering. We don't have an autopilot, but we have steering.
It's a good thing. Well, the autopilot, we have autopilot as long as somebody named Otto can sit back here with the leads and put them on the battery to run the pump wherever direction we're going. Because right now our autopilot does not appear to be working. I've called Raymarine Tech, and he thinks that I have a bad C-Talk chip in the autopilot, which is not allowing the rest of the stuff to function. Problem is they don't make them anymore, and so he said if I want to, I can try to buy a new one.
Not a new one,
a used one on like eBay or something, and maybe it'll work. Or I can send it to him for 125 bucks. He'll put it on his bench, test it, see if that's what he thinks it is, and go through his boneyard and see if he can find a chip out of another one that, you know, wasn't working. So I don't know. We're deciding on what to do at this point, but for now, the autopilot control head is not working. All right, next project. This one's done enough. We can almost seal this up.